I grow.
What does music mean to you?
What music means to me is a world of vibes, passion, love, and just letting your inner self out. Like music is freedom, it's liberation, and yeah, it's joy to my soul.
What inspired you to start a music career?
What inspired me to start a music career is one of my students. One of my students heard me singing on stage one time and they said, I'm young, I should go for it. So I really went for it. I was always inspired by like people like Rihanna, Beyonce, and I've always knew that performing and making music was something that I've always wanted to do. So that's where it all began.
All right, so continue with that. Name your three most important influences.
My three most important influences are Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and Rihanna.
Okay. Um, could you walk us through your creative process? Like, how do you approach writing and composing?
With my creative process, I compose writing and composing by just letting the beat sink into me and just humming the first flow that comes off my mind, like, because that's the freshest flow and it's something from my heart. Like, I just let it linger in me. Like, whether I have words or not, I just let whatever sound comes out of me first and then I record it. And then that's when I start to like put words to it that match the feeling that I got from that song.
Okay, so it's like really organic. You start with the feeling that you get from the actual music and
Yeah,
build from there.
yeah.
I got you. So, how do you feel your music has evolved since you first started?
I feel my music has evolved since I first started because I'm well aware of the type of artist that I want to be now. When I first started, I just wanted to see if I could make music. But, you know, now I realize how to do it, how to construct my pen or use my pen, and just be more creative and free with my music, along with just knowing how to bring my people in to hearing me. So I feel like, yeah, it's evolved pretty greatly.
Okay. So a level of self awareness have driven that change. Did you
Yes,
say that?
self awareness and knowing who I want to be, what type of artist I want to become, how I want to sound, and yeah, just building my whole identity in music.
Gotcha. So this is another two-part question, right?
Yeah.
Are there any challenges you face as an artist, and how did you overcome them to stay true to your musical vision?
So some challenges that I faced as an artist were, honestly, people choosing me, like listening to me or giving me a chance. And like sometimes I used to be so hurt that people wouldn't give me a chance, but how I overcame that is that I gave myself a chance and I took risks and I made people have to listen to me. I made people to like I made them have to put their eyes on me and give me a chance and give me a listen because I know that I'm great and I'm destined for greatness. So it's like I know how to control that room to make sure like, look, this is what I'm trying to do. This is who I am, and you're gonna see that. You have to see that.
What do you hope listeners take away from your music?
What I hope listeners take away from my music is the passion, the love, and the feeling. You know, when I listen to music, especially with my mom and my grandmother, they always point out how music makes them feel and the words. Words, the power of the tongue, they really hold something. So I want my listeners to remember the words and remember the feeling.
What has been your most meaningful collaboration so far?
My most meaningful collaboration so far. Um, my most meaningful collaboration so far has to be with K Wonderboy. So he, the story about us, he gave me a chance to be on his project, and it was so many things that was trying to keep me back from being a part of that project. But you know, I was not giving up. I was not giving up, and I'm thankful that he himself gave me a chance. And it like the song that we created together was something beautiful. Like I'm just thankful to this day. Like I'll continue to push this song and push this project because I knew what it took. Like I was locked outside of his house for almost an hour and a half. I was not going home. So, but I was recording that song that night. I didn't care. So that was the most meaningful to me because of what it took to get it done.
Gotcha. So, how do you see your music fitting into the current music scene? Like how we talked about how, it's more like hip hop driven and people even say R&B is dead. How do you see your music fit into the entire music scene?
I don't see my music fitting in. I see my music standing out. Okay, like I feel like the sound that I'm going for is meant to stand out. Like I feel like the music now is meant to die down, whereas what I'm trying to create and cultivate out of my music is to last long and to stand out. Like the vibe is right. It's just something that you remember for the rest of your life.
Timeless, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, last question.
Yes.
Could you share some info about some upcoming projects or collabs that you want your supporters to look forward to?
Yes, yes, yes. So some collabs and sorry, say the question one more time.
Some collabs or projects that you have coming up.
So some collabs and projects that I have coming up are really big. So I'm working with a producer, oh like he's known by Vision at Seven Music. Um Seven House Music, sorry. And it's amazing. It's amazing. Like also this is also an inspirational collab that I was able to hook up with because I was singing in the bathroom and one day I was just praying that I want my voice to be heard, and he heard me, and here we are making music. So he gave me a whole project to work on. He gave me everything. So I'm working with a couple of producers right now, and listen, just know some heat is about to erupt. By Bima, Seven House Music, K Wonder Boy, my son Alex Abo, and much more within myself. And my twin brother, he's also making music for me. So yeah, I'm so excited about that. DJ Leaf.
All right, dope.